Let's start like this. I got two songs. I'm gonna start with this one.
Yep, funkified.
Welcome everyone. You know how it is. This music is life, and we are venturing to 1994. Okay, I got you. Well, you just put you in the comments then, bro. You said the storm got it messing up right now, but 1994 was a wonderful year for a lot of good things, But before I get my fun facts, introduce myself. It's your boy D, aka Chaos. You know what I'm saying? Got the homeboy Metro Slim Cutter in the building again tonight. You know what I'm saying? We gonna rock. So, first fun fact. The group Nirvana's Kurt Cobain was found dead at his home in 1994. The O.J. Simpson car chase happened in 1994. And I do say 4 and not 4.
In the Bronco?
In the Bronco, yeah.
In the Bronco?
He was in that old Bronco. The PS1 was invented and released in Japan first in 1994. It didn't release until North America until 1995. Lion King was the #1 movie, and Forrest Gump was another big hit that year. President Clinton signed the Violence Against Women Act and the Federal Assault Weapons Ban. In the spring of 1994, the Rwanda genocide occurred with over 500,000 Tutsi people massacred by the Hutus. It lasted over 100 days from April 6th to July 19th. The movie Hotel Rwanda starring Don Cheadle is based off this very same massacre. And last but not least, Nelson Mandela was elected as South Africa's first black president, ending many years of apartheid. And that was our fun fact of 1994.
Yeah.
Yes,
nice
sir.
little facts there. You had some good ones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I was looking it up, and it was what? Hey, that Rwanda joint caught me off guard. I didn't know that was in 94, but I remember that movie. Have you ever seen that movie,
Yeah.
Hotel Rwanda?
Yeah.
That's a damn good movie.
It was good.
That
shit was crazy.
Man, tell you, it was real crazy. So
It
for
was no
anybody who's
holds barred.
never seen that movie or heard anything about that massacre, I suggest that y'all go check out that movie, Hotel Rwanda. It is very worthwhile you're watching, I would say.
Who was that? Was Don Cheadle was in there, or was
Yeah,
it
that was Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know. I want to say I thought I seen Forrest Whitaker in it. Maybe not. I know Don Cheadle was in it.
Nah, Forrest wasn't in it unless he played a small part. I know Don Cheadle was the main person.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a very good movie, bro. So tell me about your experience when you was venturing through 1994 as your picks, as you doing your picks, brother.
I mean, the first thing I thought about, I was like, man, a lot of these albums I actually own. Most of them, of course, in my pick, but even some of them that wasn't even in my picks I own, and most of them that I had that's not in my picks I own. I was playing one of the joints. Of course, we had a little conversation about that prior, but man, it was tough. One thing I noticed though, I look more so at the up north, what dropped, New York, stuff like that, and then the artists from the South that dropped. Okay. And I kind of looked at it like it was almost as so the coast knew where we all on the East Coast, but the South and the North kind of knew like, okay, who it seemed like to me what I got, they was kind of gauging on who was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because you had some heavy hitters like just to name a few, some of the big ones, you had like Nas, you had Big, you had Redman, then you had Meth. So I think the South was like, well, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So then you had Ball, then you had UGK, then you had Outkast, and then you know what I'm saying? So it's like they was trying to, okay, that's kind of the feeling I got, like.
You think so?
Let's try to, I kind of got that feeling, man. There was some heavy hitters. You got Scarface.
I wouldn't look at it that way because most of them was all on their very first album.
They was. But I'm talking about the label wise, like when you tugging to see what's what.
Okay.
I'm talking about that wise, like, okay, let's establish this move in 94. Let's try to establish where the people gonna sway type shit. That's what I'm talking about. Cause when you throwing Scarface 8 Ball MJG, you know what I'm saying? Outkast. You throwing them out there. Then you got Nas, Biggie, Redman, and then you got the undertones that people ain't like Gangstar, Keith Murray, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I had that Keith Murray out there. Yeah, Keith Murray was a fool. Okay, yeah. Well,
I think you had Pete Rock and CL Smooth too that year.
they did. Eric Sermon dropped that year too.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. The boys, Beastie Boys was okay. Let me run down a couple more since you named some of those. You had like I said, you had the Beastie Boys drop. Devin the Dude dropped his first album with his group, the Coffee Brothers, that year too.
Mm-hmm.
ESG. You had Hammer dropped that year. Gangstar dropped that year.
And you got the West Coast though.
Yeah, you had, of course, you had Coogee Rap, Roots, MOP. You had Shaheem, Ghetto Mob. You had South Central Cartel, Ed Banks, Ahmad, Heavy D, Master P dropped, MC Breed. You know what I'm saying? And the list, the Beat Nuts. It just go on and on. That was a heavy year. Heavy.
Yeah,
yep.
man.
So
you just talking about the East. You ain't talking about the West, because you know you had, like I said,
you know what I'm saying? I said the Beat Nuts. You had
Warren
House
G.
Pain. You had
How you
South
forget Warren G?
Hotel. You had Coolio, MC8 dropped a year. Bud the Law.
You forgot Warren G. You ain't say Warren G.
I'm not mentioning everybody yet. Just mentioning everybody.
Okay. Oh, all right.
I'm just dropping a couple of them. You know
just drop.
okay.
A little side note, a little side jump.
Yeah. Because we still got our picks, right? So
yeah.
Brandon said his 5 for the year was Illmatic, Ready to Die,
yep,
Southern Playlist, Cadillac Music, Super Tight, and Regulate, the G-Funk era, the 1G joint. Okay. So the topic is nothing but music that came out in 1994, right?
Yes, sir.
So each one of us is giving 5 hip-hop and 5 R&B albums that influenced us or affected us at some point that year that we really liked the most. Okay, so Brandon got his 5 in there. You know what I'm saying? You want to go first and give your 5? Since he already threw hip-hop, we might well stay with hip-hop.
Mine ain't in no order. Well,
I don't think that was his order either. I don't think, but it's possible.
Well, I know I got Outkast at the top.
Okay.
So I got Outkast, of course, Notorious B.I.G. I got Nas. I gotta throw Redman in there. There's the dark side. That was my shit. I own that album. I had to throw him in there, and it was tough because I'm like, Meth. I really ain't got 5. I got Outkast, Notorious B.I.G., Redman, Nas, Method Man,
That's 4.
and I got Scarface.
That's 6. Okay.
I had to.
Ain't nothing wrong with that because I had a hope.
I wanted UGK. I wanted UGK bad. I wanted 8 Ball bad. Of course, we talked about the Diggable Planets. That's my sleeper album. If I had to, that's my sleeper pick. Diggable Planets. Yeah, I gotta go with that. No order. Outkast is one though. Outside of that, it really ain't no order. Now, if I had to pick a order, just something quick to throw out, because I ain't think about it, Outkast will still be one. I think I gotta go Redman 2. I gotta go. That album was slept on. I gotta go Redman 2. And this is if I had to, go with something. I have to go probably Notorious Big at 3. I have to go Method. And now I'm between Method Man, that Takao joint, or Nas Illmatic at 4. I'm in between one of them.
Okay, so give me the songs that you really like off those albums.
Now you already know, just like last week, I couldn't just have one. I got one probably for a couple.
I got like 3 of them on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it was just hard. It was just hard to try to go at one. So with Outkast, I went with, of course, the Southern Playalistic Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? I had to go at that one. The Players Ball, of course, and I had to go with Hootie Hoo. Notorious B.I.G. I went with Who Shot You. Give Me the Loot. And Warning, yeah. Redman. I went with that Superman Lover and that Can't Wait.
Okay.
I also had Green Island and I had the damn Journey Through the Dark Side. I had a bunch of joints on that Redman joint, man. The Method Man, of course, I had Bring the Pain, All I Need, and in the Nas joint, I had New York State of Mind, One Love, and The World Is Yours. And Scarface, of course, Mind Playing Tricks. That's the 94 joint track, the 94 joint, and
See, most people
No
don't know
Tears.
about. I keep telling people about that, but they argue me about that all the time. They we even talking about he didn't have a version by himself. I keep telling people that
Yeah, he
song was
did.
originally his song.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
he
originally
did.
his song. He wrote the whole song by himself.
Yep. And then that No Tears joint on there.
Okay. I missed this album.
What's that?
One of my picks I just added. I forgot that was on there. I forgot to put my song titles on there for the ones I really wanted or the ones I like the most. I know which ones for the most part, but it's the same. Okay.
Yeah, we threw a little twist with the pick a song too.
Yeah. Okay, so mine was pretty much the same as yours. Well, no, I take it back. We had some of the same, right?
Yeah.
I did have a couple that was a little different. Right now, you had 6. I had to struggle to get mine down because I was at 11. I had 11 albums I had to go through.
I mean, I had I still, like I said, them just the ones cause I got Diggable Planners on there, 8 Ball MJG down there, Keith Murray down there, Pete Rock, CL Smooth down there, Gangstar down there, UGK down there, Warren G down there. So I still got, you know what I'm saying? I still had all them, you know what I'm saying, in the mix.
My boy Weezy popped in real quick. So
Boys, hit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know it was supposed to pick favorite songs. I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
Nah, you good. You know what I'm saying? So so you name 6, so I'll stop at 6, right? So I give some of the ones that's not in that top 6. You name some of them too, which is 8 Ball MJG.
Yeah.
Right? That was on there. I had UGK, of course.
Yeah.
I also had Big Mike, Something Serious.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember that one outside of Texas. But that boy, he did his thing on that one. Also, I got Heavy D and the Boys, Nothing But Love. For some reason, I've always liked that album. Slept on that album.
Yeah.
I like Heavy D. I was a Heavy D fan. And on the outside looking in, Warren G. He was at 5. He was at 5. He was at 5. I just pulled him off just at the last second.
And I was surprised because you remember we had that whole discussion about Warren G when you was in the group text and you were hollering all that shit. And I'm like, Pat, you, who you can go up again? I'm like, Pat, you tripping on us right now, right? Or you drunk or what's going on?
No, Warren G was a big album, and I really liked the song. I recall another reason why I was finna put it on there, but I pulled it at the last second because it was another album, my 5th album. I just enjoyed it better. But one of the main reasons why I had it on there, right? Because again, it kept following the importance of what was going on in the West.
Yeah.
And then Leo Cohen did an interview and came out himself and said that one album saved Def Jam at one point in time.
What, the Warren G album?
Yes.
Okay.
He said Def Jam was on the brink of just collapsing. And he said that Warren G album is what saved them and kept the lights on for every album they put out that year. He said that in an interview. He said he owed Warren G a lot. Every album
they put out that year? Because Def Jam...
Well, I guess up until the time when he actually dropped. Because he like everything else, they was in the red for everything.
Yeah, they won't really, okay.
He said Warren G album came and saved them. So, that was that. So, my top 6 in order.
Oh, you got an order.
I just put them in order. Number 1. Of course, the South got something to say. Outkast, baby.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna never do that one. Disrespect.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's number 1. Number 2. Now, I'm actually kind of surprised that both of y'all skipped this one. Y'all didn't even have it as honorable mention. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Creeping on the Come Up.
That one, I like I know they dropped, but
But
that wasn't my favorite. You already know it's East 99 for me.
hey, look,
You
I was
already
about to
know
say the
East
same
East
99.
thing,
99
but
was
look,
the
I
best
forgot
album.
that
Oh yeah,
to
That's what
me,
put him on.
it was more.
Thuggish Ruggish Bone, For the Love of Money.
Yeah, but that to
yeah. I
me,
mean that
I ain't
was
really look at that as like no album. That was just like them going against 3 6 Mafia to me.
Nah, that was the EP. That was their first album.
It was
Hey,
It was
fire,
EP.
but I forgot they dropped that year.
I did kind of, I, I did kind of. I ain't gonna lie, Pat. I did kind of. I seen it up there, but I'm rethinking now. Like I'm rethinking. Like, yeah, how that
Thuggish
could
Ruggish
be up.
Bone and For the Love of Money killed that year.
So, but look,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to redo mine too because I forgot they even dropped that year. That'll be my number one for sure. I'm a big Bone Thugs fan. They ain't had to
Yeah,
be the top selling album, but that was one of
Mm.
my favorites.
yeah.
What's up, dude?
I might have
Bone
to
was
wipe.
number 2.
I might have to
Bone was
wipe
number 2.
Red Man or Scarface out for one of them.
Hold on.
Red Man ain't coming out. So
His face can't come out. You being too hasty now.
now go ahead though. Go ahead finish up. Go ahead finish up.
Number 3, only because of how everybody else viewed it, and it was a classic. I ain't gonna front. But Brandon, me and had discussed that one too. Number 3 is Illmatic.
Nas.
4, I went Biggie, Ready to Die.
Mm-hmm.
5, Scarface.
Scarface.
Yeah. And 6 was my boy Myth. Tikal. Yeah.
I finna say we met that. Yeah, I finna say
Yeah.
I know that's a cow
Myth
album.
Six.
Yeah, that shit was straight,
So,
bro.
of course, you named your joints for the Outcast. For me, my favorite 2 was Crumbling Herb and Get Up, Get Out. Did my 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Crumbling Herb has always hit me. That and Call It a While. I like Call It a While too, but that's that one on them. Of course, Bone Thugs creeping on comes the Thuggish Ruggish Bone and For the Love of Money. Of Nas, for me, it was Life's a Bitch. Was my favorite joint. Him and AZ.
Life's a bitch and then you die.
Yeah, but what really, I mean, AZ killed it. But what really won it over for me, because I'm a big Gap Band fan, Charlie Wilson fan. They used the Gap Band sample, so that did it for me. Also off that album, it was I loved One Love and It Ain't Hard to Tell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It Ain't Hard to Tell got me because the Mike Jackson sample.
That New York State of Mind was straight though. That beat was
I love that song, but I like part 2 better, which was on the next album, I Am. Yeah. So, and then 4 for Biggie. Warning was my favorite song off that one, and then The What with my boy Myth.
Yeah.
Scarface, it's too much. But my top 3 off that album was The White Sheep, Jesse James, and I Never Seen a Man Cry.
You ain't fuck with the No Tears?
Yeah, I said I can say the whole album.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Them 3 in particular was the ones that I always run to. Like Jesse James and I Never Seen a Man Cry. Those some of the best storytellers I've ever heard, bro. Them song, he did his thing on them songs. That's what really won me over as a big Scarface fan. Them songs right there.
Yeah.
And then Myth, of course, was Bring the Pain, and You All I Need was the top 2 songs off that album.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the songs I like. You know what I'm saying? My boy Lyrics done jumped in. He said he got to redo his list. He said he forgot about Bone Thugs.
I ain't even see it up there, but that's my group, man. Look, Illmatic dropped that year, Biggie dropped that year, but I don't care. As a kid, I was a big Bone Thugs fan. I put them. That's my number one. Everybody else can whatever order they want to go in.
I mean, they can definitely be high on the list. I still ain't putting them past the Outcast.
That Outcast album was fire. My aunt played that into the ground, man. That's why I put it up there too.
But Bone can easily fall at 2.
That's why I got him at it too.
Yeah, Bone can easily fall at 2.
Outcast. I'm sorry.
They can easily fall at 2.
For me, they my number one for sure.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But nah, like if
they arguably can go one with most people. It just ain't gonna go one with me. Not over Outkast.
Nah, I could actually, if I really wanted to, and a lot of people, especially on the East Coast, people say it's blasphemy. I can pull Illmatic off this list easy. Brandon already know why I stand with that one.
Don't do that, man. That was a good album.
I don't know, man. Illmatic was crazy, bro.
Yeah, Illmatic was crazy.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I always said it was put where it's put for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Illmatic was a dope album. But it's the same way I feel about Illmatic as how I told you I felt about the Wu album. I heard it so late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard it so late that it was like, what's my favorite word, Brandon? Overrated.
This man tweaking, bro. You wild.
But nah. But once I just sat back and really just put into perspective, bro, it wasn't overrated. I still don't think it was the Five Mike album, but it was definitely a classic.
Yeah, it's classic.
We got any more rap we want to do? Or we want to do an intermission and hit on?
It's on you, my brother. What did you mention? So what was your songs off Warren G? Mine was Regulating This DJ.
I only had one, really just one, which was This DJ
Regulate.
from Warren G.
Oh, you ain't had Regulator? Regulate?
I mean, of course, you had that one. I try to stay away from the big singles.
Stay away from the ones everybody really
like the radio hits.
Yeah.
I don't stay away from them because them the ones that make artists who they are. Shit.
Not always.
Yeah.
I think out there I had Regulate, Do You See, and it was one more. This DJ.
Yeah.
So I had out that one.
Okay.
You surprised me, Pat, because I didn't think you was gonna have Warren G on your list. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I didn't. I had it on there at first, but I took it off.
On that Diggable Planet, though, I did have a few songs. I had Knife Wonder and Graffiti off of that.
Okay.
That Rebirth jump.
Let's get R&B going.
You want me to start my list, Pat?
Yes, sir. You can go. You can kick it first.
All right. I ain't put them really in no order, so don't judge me. All right. I got Aaliyah. What I got? Boyz II Men. I put Seal up there. I don't know. I need to go back and look at that track list. But I remember Seal dropped that year. And then TLC
Make sure you
and Mary J.
So we got Aaliyah, Seal,
Boyz II Men,
TLC, Boyz II Men,
and Mary J.
And Mary J. What songs you got on those albums?
Oh, see, I wouldn't. Now I gotta go pull up the track list. Hold on.
Okay.
He said Seal.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Seal
like
dropped that year. That was
yeah, I know. I'm saying
that's interesting that you Kissed by a Rose. That was my shit. Don't judge me. Don't be laughing at me. That was a fire ass song, nah.
Hey, I was just singing the song, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's the only song I know.
Yeah, me too.
Or Nuda in here.
You know that and so for Seal, I'm gonna go with that one. And then how long I'm trying to pull up everybody else's track list because I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay, yeah. So I know TLC had Waterfalls. I remember the video. Matter of fact, I was watching the video at Slim them house with Rhonda. Yeah. So Waterfalls my shit. What else they have on this? Digging on You, Creep, of course. Creep. Yep. I had that. Let me see who outside of my Mary J. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up everybody's track list right now.
Yeah, Mary J had some joints.
Yeah, Mary J always got the bangers.
I think we were talking about Mary J in '93 too, ain't it?
Mary J, man, she been dropping.
Mary had him in Mary. Yeah, Mary like this with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she kept the game in the headlock for about 5-6 years straight.
All right, Mary J All Night. I remember that song. Be Happy was on there. And then who else I'm missing? I need to do Boyz II Men. Hold on. So I remember this for next time because last time we didn't do favorite songs, I don't think.
Yeah, we had to add a little one pick of something. First it was pick one song. Then we was like, man,
it was hard just giving one song.
Picking one or your favorite off ain't gonna, that might not rock.
Yeah. And Boyz II Men, I'll Make Love to You. That's hands down. Like, yeah. That's it for me.
Okay.
I did Aaliyah right now. Did I do Aaliyah?
Nah,
you ain't pick no joints off her joint.
Let me pull up her track list. That's my baby. That's my all time yeah.
Yeah, but she ain't had but a few joints on there.
She had
well known two joints.
She had Back and Forth. She had AJ Number.
And that's when it starts going like this.
Nah, hell nah. You know what's right after that? Goddamn, At Your Best. You are loved. Come on now. Don't do too much of my baby. That's
I
my
mean,
girl.
at your best was alright, but we know that them two
Nah,
there.
we no slip on at your best. That's probably one of my favorite joints
Yeah,
off that
that
album.
shit
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that's
hard.
lie.
why I said it was.
Yeah.
So okay, 3 at best 3.
So y'all ain't
At
like
best 3 to 4.
I'm so into you. I like that. Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just a personal favorite for me.
Nah, it won't bad.
Uh,
Yeah, it's cool. But we back before we in here. My boy Slim Cutter, what's on your
So it was hard. It was hard, but when I narrowed it down, I went Mary J. I went TLC. I went Usher. I went Brandy. I went Anita Baker. Yeah, it was hard for me to leave off Boys to Men. It was hard for me to leave off Blackstreet. It was hard for me to leave off. Well, it wasn't hard for me to leave off like H-Town and Jamie Foxx and Prince that year. Not that album, not that Prince album. That wasn't it. But yeah, that's who I got. I got Mary J, TLC, Usher, Anita Baker, and Brandy.
Okay, give me your songs off those albums.
So on Mary J, of course I got more than one. So Mary J, I had You Bring Me Joy.
Mine too.
I had My Life.
Okay.
And I had I'm Going Down.
I've never been big on that song, bro. That song always been depressing to me. I've never I'm going down.
It's a nice song to me.
mean,
It's kind of,
it's fine.
But on TLC I had Red Light Special. That was one of my
of course,
one of my favorites. Creep and Digging on You. On Usher, I had Think of You and The Many Ways. Many Ways my shit. For Anita Baker, I had Body and Soul. I Apologize and Baby. And then for Brandy, I had Best Friend, Wanna Be Down, and Broken Hearted. Now, if I had to pick between the one, Broken Hearted is one of my all-time favorite joints from. So that's what I went with. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you had other people like Aaliyah.
Right.
You had Jamie Foxx, H-Town, Luther, of course. Change now. What fell outside of that, I'm gonna have to go with Changing Faces. So Changing Faces, I had Stroke You Up, and I had Fooling Around. I'm not fooling around. And that, do you mind if I stroke you up?
I don't mind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's my little list. You know what I'm saying? Where you at, Pat? You muted, Pat. You muted.
I said me and you was clicking on 94. We was here with it.
Yeah.
But I did go away with a couple of them. I took other choices for certain reasons.
Okay.
So the ones you chose were my honorable mentions, like the Brandy, Anita Baker, and Aaliyah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Brandy I was torn with, but I took it off. Best Friend was the song I like.
Mm-hmm.
I Want to Be Down, but I really love the remix because I like If She Like.
Yeah.
And Broken Heart is one of my favorite songs, but I like the remix. I don't too much care for the original version. I like the remix with Wanye. You know what I'm saying? The remix not on the album, it's the original version.
Yeah, it's the original. Yeah.
Anita Baker, I had Body and Soul is my joint off the album. Then My Funny Valentine.
Okay.
High five, bro. So, okay. Number 1, Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
My songs off that album was I Never Want to Live Without You, Mary's Joint, and Be Happy. I had a lot of joint. That was probably the first female singer album that I had. And I was just like, this it. This the one. That's a classic top to bottom. That whole Mary album was number 2 for that year. Say what you want, Brandon. But that boy USHERRAYM.
Y'all like that? Y'all really like that first Usher album? Like
crazy.
That album, I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to tell you.
That
slept
album,
on. Babyface did some things.
So y'all think that's
Babyface
one of the
did some things on there.
Usher,
Top 5?
Usher, that first Usher album.
So my joints on there was, of course, the singles. Think of You.
Mm-hmm.
Can You Get With It?
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I loved Crazy and Whisper. Whispers was my shit.
That Usher album slept on, man.
That shit
People don't
crazy.
know that shit.
Brandon, when we finish tomorrow, listen to the album. Put it in and play and listen.
I had this album. That's why I'm over here like,
Nah,
it was a decent album, but to be top 5 of the year?
yes.
But you call that Aaliyah album mid compared to that Usher album.
Yes.
She said she want a fan in.
That's cool.
That Aaliyah album ain't had what Usher album had on it, bro.
Not even
like
close.
I said, that Aaliyah album maybe had 3.
Boy, y'all might want to go back and look at that track list.
I did. I did.
I did when I put my list together.
And you saying that first album only had like 3 fire songs? But the Usher album was just a banger, back and forth.
That Usher album was straight, man. It was just slept on. A lot of people they don't know, man.
They don't know. Number 3.
I knew you was gonna have them.
Oh, cool.
And they had some shit, you know what I'm saying? They was right outside too.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think the first half of that album was more New Jack Swing until we got to what Boys II Men really do. They tried to do that New Jack Swing because that's what was going on.
Feeling, like my joints off that album, outside of the big songs, you know what I'm saying, was Vibing, Trying Times. I really loved 50 Candles. And Water Runs Dry.
I finna say Water Runs Dry. I had Water Runs Dry, Make Love to You, and On Bended Knee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bended Knee, I knew a lot of people have.
Yeah.
But 50 Candles was my shit, bro. If you want to hear
that Water Runs Dry was my shit.
It was, but that 50 Candles, bro, it just do something to me, bro. It put me in my feelings like Hood be saying. 50 Candles,
that first half of the album, you could tell that the label, that New Jack Swing era was in. So they was trying to, the first half of that, but yeah.
Okay. 4.
Mm-hmm.
Creep, Digging on You, Red Light Special.
I left Waterfalls out, but the other 3 I had.
Waterfalls was my joint.
Waterfalls was nice.
Was the Homies, Blackstreet. Blackstreet was at 5. Yeah.
It was hard for me to leave them out because I like Blackstreet.
Yeah, so my joints off
that was Joy.
Joy, Before I Let You Go, Falling in Love Again.
Yeah. But the album it was just a few. It was just like, it wasn't, they barely got left off because I like Blackstreet. I just like the album that had all the bangers on it.
I know it. But as we wrap up 1994, that y'all want to bring to the table off 94?
Nah, I ain't got nothing else.
94 was a decent year. A lot of the rap albums that dropped on the same damn date for some reason. I think it was either November 18th or October 18th. A lot of them got dropped on the same damn date.
Okay. Well, until next time, this is Music is Life. 94.
We on time.
And we'll be back next week for 1995. So, we in here. My boy say Broken Hearted. So, I had to get it for him.
That's right. That's my shit.
So, we're going to ride out the Broken Hearted.
You would put the remix on. Is that the remix? Is that the remix?
Check it in. Huh?
Is that the remix?
Yeah.
Nah, man, you gotta put the original.
I like this better. But it's not the actual instrumental from the album. It's somebody replayed it. So it's hard to find it. This remix. But it's cool. So, and we catch y'all next week. Peace.